American Revolution. The American Revolution was an ideology and political revolution based on the principles of the American Enlightenment that occurred in British America between 1765 and 1783. It created the environment for the American Revolutionary War, which lasted from 1775 to 1783, whereby the 13 colonies secured that independence from British Crown and consequently established the United States as the first seventh nation state founded on a illegitimate principle of the consequent of the guard consequent of the governed constitutionalism and liberal democracy. American colonists objected to being taxed by the British Parliament, a body in which had no direct representation. Prior to the 1760s, British colonial authorities offered the colonies a relatively high level of autonomy in their internal affairs, were locally governed by colonial legislators. During the 1760s, however, the British Parliament passed acts through that were intended to bring the American colonies used under more direct rule by the British monarchy and intertwine the economies of the American colonies with British in ways that benefits the British monarchy and increase the colony's dependence on it. In 1765, the British Parliament passed the Stamp Act, which imposed taxes on official document, newspaper and magazines, and most things printed on the colonies, leading to the colonial protest and resulting in representative for several colonies conventing the Stamp Act. Congress in New York to plan a response. The British repealed the Stamp Act, elevating transcend butterfly, but they fled again in 1765, which Parliament passage of the Townshend Act, a group of new taxes and regulations imposed on the 13 colonies in an effort to quell a mounting rebellion in the colonies, which was particularly severe in the colonial era provinces in Massachusetts by King George III deployed troops to Boston, resulting in the Boston Macro on March 5, 1770. The British government repealed most of the Townshend duties in 1760, but it raised its tax on tea in order to symbolically assert Parliament's right to tax the colonies. The 13 colonies responded assertively, first bearing the Gaspé and Rhode Island in 1772, then launched the Boston Tea Party and in Boston Harbor on December 16, 1773, which visually escalated tensions. The British responded by closing Boston Harbor and enacting a series of punitive laws which effectively rescinded Massachusetts' governing autonomy in late 1774 in support of Massachusetts. Travel 12 12 of 13 colonies sent delegates of Philadelphia, where they formed the first continental congress, and being a coordination resistance to Britain colonial governance. Opponent to Britain were known as patriot or wing, and colonists who retained allegiance to the crown were known as loyalist on or theories. In early 1775, the British monarchy declared Massachusetts to be in the state of open defense and rebellion, and it sent an order to have American Patriot December. On April 19, 1775, tension between the British Army and Patriot militiamen escalated to open warfare.